All right, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a brand new mechanic coming to Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It is plotted. So the way it works is the card with plotted has a plot number on the icon there in that little circle, and you pay that amount of mana and it gets exiled from your hand, but it gets the plotted emblem, so it has that little check mark on it. And then at the end of your turn, if it has the plotted emblem, it comes back to your hand with full mana. So there's going to be an extra little effect that happens when you cast it after it gains the plotted emblem. So just for clarification, the number represents the amount of mana needed to trigger plotted, and then this icon will appear when the plotted requirement is met. In the order of operations, just for example, a card has plot 5. The card gains plotted and gets exiled from your hand. Then at the end of your turn, the card loses plotted. It returns to your hand with full mana, and then an extra effect triggers upon casting if it has that plotted emblem. So let's talk about the card that Webcore chose me to spoil. It is Rise of the Varmints. Let's take a look at this card. It's got plot 20. Creates X green varmint tokens. I was told they are 2/1s, so they got 2 power and 1 toughness. And then X equals the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Then if this card had the plotted emblem, reinforce these tokens Y times. Y is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. So this card, I definitely see myself using with Guillaume. And, it's going to be a pretty powerful card. You really have to build around it, but I like the graveyard. I like tokens. I like Guillaume. This has a lot of things going for it that I really enjoy. And I think I'm going to like these varmints. Plot 20 is pretty expensive, so it is a lot of mana to get this thing going, but at least there's some utility to it when you just cast it from your hand. But I'm really intrigued by the idea of reinforcing these tokens Y times. It's a lot of work to get there. It takes a lot of building around, but I think that sounds super fun for me. Anybody who's into token stacks the way I am. Again, though, I would like tokens even more if those animations got sped up by, times 3 at least. I hope Webcore is working on that. I am really intrigued by the fun factor in this card. So what do you guys think? Will you build for this card? Will you rely on it for specific objectives or winning? Or will it be in the fun pile for you? Let me know. And I have one more card left to spoil for you. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll see you there.
Any one of you lily-livered, bow-legged varmints care to slap leather with me? Say your prayers. The varmint got me.